Yo, what is up, you guys? I wanted to come to you guys tonight with my AEW review. So let's jump right into this review to start off tonight for AEW. To start off the show, we had a Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal to start off the show. This was a pretty cool Battle Royal to start off the night tonight for AEW with the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal to start off the show for AEW tonight. I thought this was a pretty decent Battle Royal. I kind of enjoyed it. I find Battle Royals to be somewhat enjoyable. I'm not really a big fan of battle royals, but I think battle royals are pretty fun to watch. I think they're entertaining for the most part. I think battle royals are pretty fun. They're entertaining. This battle royal kept my attention to start off the show tonight for AEW in this Dynamite Diamond battle royal to start the show off for AEW. I thought this was a pretty good way to start off the show tonight for AEW. It was a change of pace. It was something new, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty decent battle royal. It kept my attention. It kept me watching. I thought it was pretty fun to watch. I thought the battle royal was pretty fun. I liked it for what it was. I thought it was enjoyable for the most part. It kept my attention. It kept me watching. It was enjoyable to start. It was enjoyable for what it was, and it was a great way to start off the show tonight for AEW. It was something new. It was something different. And it was something fresh. So that I really like that. It's kind of a change of pace for AEW, and I like that. I like that. It gave AEW a kind of a more of a change of pace feel. This Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal was a change of pace, which I like. I thought this was a good way to start off the show tonight for AEW. I really enjoyed this Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal to start off the show. I thought it was enjoyable to watch. It did keep my attention, and it was enjoyable for what it was. I was thoroughly entertained by it, and Orange Cassidy ended up winning the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal tonight to start off the show for AEW. I think this is the biggest win for Orange Cassidy's career in AEW. I think this is the biggest win of his career going into AEW. I think this is I think this is the beginning of a good career for Orange Cassidy. I think he's going to have a huge career ahead of him in AEW. I think Orange Cassidy is going to go a long way in AEW. I think this was the start of Orange Cassidy's push in AEW with this Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal win tonight on AEW to start off the show. So congratulations to Orange Cassidy on winning the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal to start off the night. I think this was the biggest career win for him in his career in AEW. So I think this is going to be a big push for Orange Cassidy in AEW. I think this is going to be a beginning of a push for him. So I want to see what happens with that. So Orange Cassidy ends up winning the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal tonight on AEW. And then we had Le Champion Chris Jericho versus Frankie Kazarian in a one-on-one match. This was a pretty decent one-on-one match between Frankie Kazarian and Le Champion Chris Jericho. I thought this was a pretty decent match. It really wasn't anything to write home about. It was a decent match to be on AEW tonight. It was alright for what it was. Both men put on a pretty decent match. Both guys can put on a pretty decent match, and La Champion Chris Jericho and Frankie Kazarian. Both guys can put on a pretty decent match. It was just a decent match overall for what it was between Le Champion Chris Jericho and Frankie Kazarian. This was just an alright to decent match. It was a get me over match. It was enjoyable for what it was. I didn't really have no expectations going into this match, but it was just to get me over to a one-on-one match tonight between Le Champion, Chris Jericho, and Frankie Kazarian tonight on AEW in a one-on-one match. I thought it was just decent enough to be a get me over match, and Chris Jericho ends up going over on Frankie Kazarian with the Judas elbow tonight on AEW. And then we had Dr. Britt Baker DMD versus Layla Hirsch tonight on AEW in a one-on-one women's match tonight. I think this was Layla Hirsch's first match tonight on AEW. I think this was her first match. I've never really seen her wrestle before on AEW, so I think this was her first match. I'm not really sure, but we had Britt Baker versus Layla Hirsch tonight on AEW. I think Layla Hirsch is brand new. I ain't really seen her wrestle before, so I think this was her first match. I'm really not sure. And Britt Baker ends up picking up the win over Layla Hirsch tonight on AEW. This match didn't last very long, about 30 seconds at the most. This match was just kind of quick. It really didn't last that long, and Dr. Britt Baker DMD ended up picking up the win over Layla Hirsch tonight on AEW. And then we had Team Taz versus Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes tonight in a 2-on-2 tag team match tonight on AEW. I thought this was a pretty decent 2-on-2 tag team match tonight on AEW with Team Taz versus Cody and Darby Allin. I thought this was a pretty decent tag team match. I didn't really expect much going into this match, but I thought this match was pretty decent to be a 2-on-2 men's tag team match tonight on AEW with Team Taz versus Cody and Darby Allin. I thought this match was pretty decent to be a tag team match. I thought it was alright. I didn't really have any expectations going into this match. I mean, like I've said, guys, you all know that I'm not a fan of tag team wrestling. I just don't. I'm not into tag team wrestling at the moment. But this was a pretty decent 2-on-2 tag team match tonight on AEW with Team Taz versus Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes. This was a pretty decent 2-on-2 tag team match. I thought it was alright. It was enjoyable for what it was. It kept my attention. It did keep me entertained somewhat. I didn't really, I didn't really see, I didn't really have any high expectations going into this tag team match with Team Taz versus Cody and Darby Allin. I thought this tag team match was fairly decent tonight on AEW with Team Taz versus Cody and Darby Allin. And it was an alright tag team match tonight on AEW. And the team of Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes ended up picking up the win over Team Taz tonight on AEW. And then during the match, halfway through the match with Team Taz versus Cody and Darby Allin, the lights go out. Nobody knows what is going on. You see this picture like a winter, like a snowing, like a picture of a place where it's snowing or whatever. You have a picture of a place where it's snowing, and then the lights stay off. Nobody knows what is really happening. The commentary is like, what is going on? Who is this? Who could it be? Nobody knew who this was or what was going on. And then all of a sudden, Sting makes his AEW debut tonight on Impact Wrestling. Holy S. This was huge. I mean, everybody in Daly's Place absolutely lost their minds tonight, man. Sting comes out and makes his AEW debut tonight, man. I didn't expect to see Sting on AEW, man. I really did not expect to see Sting to be on AEW television, man. I did not expect that. Holy S. I mean, wow. I didn't expect it. I never thought we would see Sting again. I mean, I did not expect to see Sting on AEW television. Sting, of all people, tonight on AEW, makes his AEW debut. Holy S. Sting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of Sting, man. I'm a huge Sting fan. Don't get me wrong, man. I like Sting, man. I was a huge Sting fan back in the day, man. I'm a huge Sting fan, man. Sting was the ish back in the day. And tonight, we had Sting make his AEW debut tonight on AEW television, man. Holy ass, man. Sting made his AEW debut. I don't know if this means that Sting has signed a contract with AEW. I don't know if Sting is all elite. I don't know. I don't know if this means Sting has went all elite. I don't know if Sting has signed a contract with AEW. I don't know what this means for AEW, but holy S. Sting made his AEW debut tonight on AEW television. Holy S, man. Sting! Wow! I didn't expect that, man. That was really cool. AEW, you got me, man. You reeled me in with that, man. That was absolutely huge, man. AEW, you got my attention. You got Sting, you got my attention, man. Sting makes his AEW debut tonight on AEW television. Holy S. And then we had the main event, which was Kenny. Let's get to the AEW main event with Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. This was the best match of the night tonight on AEW. Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega absolutely tore the damn house down. This was a really damn good match in the main event tonight of AEW between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship, man. This match was absolutely awesome. This match was hands down by far the best match on AEW television that AEW has had all year. This match tonight between Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. This was the best match of the year. These two guys absolutely went out in the main event of AEW tonight and absolutely destroyed each other for the AEW World Championship. This was a absolutely great match, man. I love this match tonight in the main event of AEW between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. This match was absolutely awesome. Loved it. This match was entertaining as all hell, man. These two guys went to no lengths to destroy each other, man. Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega went out in the main event tonight on AEW for the AEW World Championship and absolutely tore the freaking house down. This match was awesome. Loved it. This was the best match that AEW has ever had by far, hands down. This match was awesome. This was the match of the year for me. This is the match of the year candidate with Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega tonight in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. This match was absolutely awesome. Two guys left it all in the ring, man, and absolutely went to absolutely no lengths to destroy each other. This was a very, very, very damn good match, man. These two guys absolutely left it in the ring tonight in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship, man. These two guys absolutely tore the freaking house down, man. This was a match of the year candidate. This was the best match of the year that AEW has ever had on AEW television. This match was absolutely fantastic. I love this match, man. These two guys absolutely tore the freaking house down in the main event tonight on AEW for the AEW World Championship, man. If there is one match I would suggest you guys go back and watch tonight on AEW, go back and watch Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. Guys, go back and watch that match, man. That match was absolutely amazing. It was fantastic. It was one of the best matches AEW has ever had on their television show by far. This was a match of the year candidate tonight between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega in the main event of AEW tonight for the AEW World Championship. These two guys absolutely left it all in the ring and absolutely destroyed each other. This was a fantastic match. This was one hell of a match, man. And Jon Moxley ended up getting busted open when Kenny Omega hit Jon Moxley in the face with a microphone. We also have blood in this match with Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. This was the match of the year candidate. This was the match of the year for me tonight between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega tonight in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. This match was absolutely freaking fantastic. Loved it. I would absolutely go back and rewatch it again. This match was absolutely awesome. And Kenny Omega ends up hitting the one-winged angel on Jon Moxley for the win. And Kenny Omega is your new AEW World Champion. So guys, this has been your AEW review tonight. If you guys enjoyed this AEW review, hit that thumbs up. It helps my YouTube channel in the YouTube algorithm. And guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. So, the best two things about AEW tonight. One was the debut of Sting on AEW television. But the second best thing tonight on AEW television was the main event between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega tonight on AEW in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. That match was absolutely freaking fantastic. Loved it. These two guys absolutely destroyed each other and put on one of the best matches of the year that I have ever seen. This match was absolutely awesome. It was fun to watch. It was entertaining as all hell. These two guys went to absolutely no lengths to destroy each other, and they left it all in the ring. This was a really, really, really damn good wrestling match tonight between Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley in the main event of AEW for the AEW World Championship. So thank you guys for watching this AEW review. If you guys enjoyed this AEW review, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. So guys, this has been your AEW review for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys back here in a little bit for the NXT review. You guys, I'm gonna give NXT. I'm gonna give AEW a 2 out of 10. 1 for the Sting debut, and a 2 out of 10 for the match between Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley in the main event tonight of AEW for the AEW World Championship. So tonight, AEW for me gets a 2 out of 10. So thank you guys for watching this AEW review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys back here in a few for the NXT review. Until then, you guys have a good one. Much love, guys.